Being a girl that loved soccer amongst the boys turned me into a bully to protect what I wanted to be and what I wanted to have. So let me take you back. When I was 13 years old, there were no girls soccer team, so I joined boys team. You know what it means being a girl amongst the boys. It's either you follow, you get beat up, or you lead. So I was a leader, but a bad one. I would do anything in my power to get them to listen to me. I was a good fighter. All my friends were boys, and I wouldn't let them beat me up. I always won. This was the only way I could survive. Then it happened. We didn't have a bibs, so coach asked the half of us to take off our t-shirts during practice. That way we could play as shirts against skins. I ordered, if you are on my team, we are not taking off our shirts. I didn't want them to see my breasts. They were starting to grow. I couldn't go against my coach. I was so embarrassed. I couldn't believe it when no one seemed to notice that I was a girl. Somehow my teammates didn't realize until the day they saw me wearing my school uniform. They were shocked to see me in the skate, but they didn't say anything in my face. They were scared of me. I think coach knew I was a girl, but because I was good, he didn't say anything. As I got better, I was asked to play on the older team. My new teammates knew right away, and they started ganging up on me. From that time, coach decided to make a girls' team. Finally, I felt safe. It was much easier playing with girls. I didn't have to protect myself. I didn't have to hide anything. The other girls even looked up to me as a leader and made me a captain. Now I coach soccer for girls. I tell my team all the time, you shouldn't have to be a bully to do what you love. I'm helping the girls to believe in themselves and to be proud of being girls. I'm now the mentor I wish I had.
I never chose where to be born, which home to be born in. It happened that I was born in a place that has a high birth rate, a high rate of crime, a high rate of death due to HIV. Sometimes I fail to understand my surroundings. Why was I born here? No one ever answered that. I never asked anyone about it. I always kept it to myself. Hospitals are filled with innocent souls. Orphanage are filled with children who lost their parents at such young age. Prisons are filled with men who took advantage of us. Some who we used to look up to. The ones who set their feet in the wrong place. Their hands on our private parts. You hurt one woman. You hurt us all. Why was I born here? How can I make a better place to live out of this place? We never scream because no one ever listens. Our voices are small. Our voices are never heard. Is it because we are women? Who do we turn to when our days are filled with darkness? Who do we speak to? When I was small, no one wanted to kneel down and hear me shout. No one could ever hear my voice. No one would listen. I want to know, when will I be heard?
We met at school. She was a beautiful girl, so alive. I thought she was the woman I wanted to be with. The first time I asked her out, she said no, I'm straight. I don't date girls. But I kept on. And finally, after a year and a half, she agreed. At first, it was love. We were there for each other, we comforted each other. But then slowly, it seemed like she wanted to take control over my life. She started to beat me up because she got jealous if I would chatted with other girls. She would even hit me in front of my friends. We had been dating for about 6 months, and then over the Christmas break, she went to Eastern Cape, and I went to visit my family. That night after we came back to Cape Town, I was standing at the sink doing dishes when she said, I'm pregnant. She said, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for it to happen. For me, at that moment, I felt like I could accept it. Even through the abuse, I still wanted to be with her. But as time went on, I understood I had forgiven her because I didn't know what else to do. I felt trapped, so I started dating someone else. She got so angry. She confronted the girl and told her to break things up with me. After we went back to my house, we both swallowed a bunch of pills, but it didn't work. It just kept getting worse. Once she hit me with a brick on my head. I felt dizzy. My eye was swollen and blue. I didn't talk to anyone about it. It's not that I was afraid of her or that I didn't have the power to fight back. I did. But I had promised myself I would never hit a girl. Finally, I told my mother. She told me to get out. It wasn't easy, but over the next few weeks, I ended it. It's only now, years later, I've realized it was not my fault. Any of it. She had told me a sad story about her life, so I felt like she needed me. I thought I had to be the one who was strong for both of us. But being strong doesn't mean taking whatever someone throws at you.
I will never forget the day I played soccer for the first time. I was 11 years old. I was wearing a Spider-Man t-shirt, black short and brown khakis. My cousin and I were out in the open space next to the garden. He kicked the ball to me and I kicked it back. He said, Zeze, this time grab it with your foot and pass it to me. I was so excited. From that time, I played soccer almost all the time. I was so in love with it, I enjoyed every moment. But I was shocked to see that people were not happy about this. They will say, soccer is for boys, not for girls. They did not believe that anyone can play any sport. People used to call me tomboy. They will say, even if you play soccer all the time, you'll still be a girl. Others would say, you have to be careful. Those boys you're playing with might rape you. I refused to stop what I love so much, just because of what people said and thought about me. I did not listen. I focused on the game. I was going to be a soccer star no matter what. I just let their comments enter one ear and go out the other. Even today, a lot of people, especially boys and grown men, don't understand why girls play soccer. Why not? We all have two legs. Some of us play better soccer more than boys anyway. I play defense for an all-women's team in Kailicha. Last year, we won a Coca-Cola Cup. It is the top prize in the biggest women's soccer tournament in the province. I know there's nothing a boy can do that a girl can't do. I wish society would know it too. I wish all girls will stand up for what they love. I wish everyone will stop getting in the way of their dreams.